But this next guy, this next one that they put on the list, my guy Giannis Antetokounmpo. Yeah. If Giannis is the player involved, if Giannis is the guy on the list, out of all of these players, these are all the dream candidates according to Bleacher Report. Joel, Giannis, Paul George, Donovan Mitchell, Mikal Bridges, and obviously Devin Booker. But with Giannis, that's just another level. We don't have a player on this team that is a Giannis level player. That's a legit superstar. You want to talk superstar? You want to talk about what a superstar player looks like, what his work ethic is, what he's supposed to be? That's Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's him. You can also maybe add Joker to that list in terms of talent and skill set. But for me, Giannis is overall because the work ethic, what he does in the offseason, how he tries to improve his game, his leadership, the fact that he pushes his team forward. He doesn't care if he's the best player on your team. He just wants to win. That's the player that you need. That's the superstar that you need. He sounds a lot like Jalen Brunson, doesn't he? I wonder how that would look. Talk about pick and rolls that are unstoppable. What would Jalen and Giannis look like? What would that tandem duo look like? It would be ridiculous. How do you stop that? You wouldn't be able to stop that. And according to Brian Windhorst of ESPN, this is not all hot air here because apparently all of the NBA teams right now, including the Knicks, shocker, I know, right, are watching Milwaukee, watching that Giannis situation. Now, why would they be watching that situation? Maybe because they have no idea what their next move is going to be. Everybody assumes that they're going to run it back. But does run it back mean that Giannis is okay with that? Is your superstar okay with running it back? Because running it back means you're basically maybe fighting for 3 seed, 4 seed, if you're fully healthy, if that happens. So what are we talking about here? Are we really talking about running it back? Is that what we're talking about for Milwaukee? They have to make changes. They have to make upgrades. Now, do I think they're going to trade Giannis? No, I don't think they're going to trade Giannis. He's not going to be available. The Bucks would trade everyone else. They would probably trade Dame before they traded Giannis. Giannis is going to be the last pillar that falls. But if they want to make sure they have a lot of assets for the future, obviously you have to trade the players with the most value. That's going to be Dame. That's going to be Chris Middleton to an extent. That's going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo. And if Giannis is available, Leon Rose is picking up the phone. Oh, yeah. He's available. What do you want? What do you want for him? I will give you everything in my cupboard. Everything. If he's available, I'm clearing it all out. All of it. And that's what we're talking about here. That's the level of player that Giannis is. And when we're talking about players that you're comfortable with trading Julius Randle for, these are the guys you have to start talking about. I don't care. Don't tell me to go after a couple of role players and then trade Julius Randle and get a couple of picks in the process. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that's the trade you want me to make. Giannis, if Giannis is on the board, that's the trade to make. That's it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's a superstar. He fits everywhere. He fits everything. He does everything you want in a superstar. There's no question. If he's available, the Knicks are throwing everything to get Giannis, as they should, because he's the player you do that for. He's the player you trade Randle for. But Randle doesn't move unless you're getting a player like Giannis. Let me give that to you again, because maybe you didn't hear me in the back. Giannis is the player you trade Randle for. Apart from that, if they're not at his level, don't talk to me about Randle trades no more. Don't talk to me about, oh yeah, Randle can go for Mikal Bridges. No, he can't. No, he can't. Newsflash. Randle is better. Why are we doing this? What? It's like sometimes in the offseason, some of us, not all of us, certainly not the Knicks fans in this chat, but some people, you know who you are, they lose their sense of reason. They just lose all logic. Let's see. John says, I don't think we need a star. We need a piece or two, like Bruce Brown, Kelly Oubre, DeAnthony Melton. You see, I can understand that because, look, some people are looking at the Knicks right now, right? And they're looking at the season that we've had. And after the season that we've had, admittedly, it was better than most people expected it to be. 50 wins? Yeah, definitely better than anybody expected it to be. Number 2 seed? Absolutely. I can understand that. When fully healthy, if things go right, we can make it back to the Eastern Conference semifinals, all the way to the Eastern Conference finals. I get that. So if you're saying 1 or 2 pieces, yes. But 1 or 2 pieces needs to be a star. It has to be a star. Because if you don't get a star with 1 or 2 of those pieces, then if it's a role player or 2, then ask yourself, is a role player or 2 all you need to make this team a championship team? Because I don't think so. You need a star. You might need one of these players. Maybe not exactly one of these players, but at least an all-star or a superstar. You need that level to take this Knicks team from here to here. We all see it. We all understand it. And it's not a knock to what we've done this season. What we've done this season is showcase that we're so much closer to the goal than nobody thought we were. Maybe some people thought we were years away from the Eastern Conference Finals, but we showed this season we're this close. We're this close from the NBA Finals. Nobody thought we were going to be there, but you have to add the right star. And I think if a Giannis type of player is available, that's the right star. But if apart from that player is not available, then you look at fit. And then if you're looking at fit, look at this list. There's only a couple of people here, 2 in my opinion, unless you're adding Giannis, that really fit the Knicks right now and what we're trying to do. And I think, honestly, we all have to admit that to ourselves and come to grips with that. Because when Tom Thibodeau is your coach, when you're getting older in this league, when you're talking about being a high-level conditioned player and being able to play high-level minutes, under Tom Thibodeau, you're going to need to be that. So you're going to need to target players that fit that, that's not going to take away from Jalen Brunson, from Julius Randle, unless that player is Giannis. Miami says Giannis would be a great centerpiece with the right players around him. Brunson can be the role player along with the other role players on the Knicks. I can see that. I think that if Giannis came here, just probably based off of his stature, he might be the centerpiece. But I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to be a duo of a centerpiece between Giannis and Jalen, because to their credit, they both do things extremely well. Giannis, to his credit, controls so many defenders when he's running down the lane that basically the other side of the court is open for anybody to do anything, to go into the paint, to shoot, to sit down on the court and drink a glass of water. That's how open you're going to be with Giannis running down the paint, running down the court, opening up the lanes. I mean, we all saw that. So I can understand that. I think they would kind of put them both in that center position, though. I think it would be Giannis and Jalen. And I think Giannis would want it that way. That's the type of superstar that he is. He's a humble superstar. And what is Jalen Brunson? A humble superstar as well, too. So you put them both together, it's perfect for the Knicks right now and what we're trying to build. That's a perfect culture setter right there, having those 2 leading the ship. If you enjoyed these clips from the live show, be sure to subscribe to the channel and have notifications turned on so you don't miss any new episodes or when we go live. Thanks for watching, Knicks fans, and until next time, peace.